Daddy, please, I need clarification about this. There's one father in the faith that said, Jesus did not walk on water.
He walked where?
That this is an illusion. And even when Joshua commanded the moon and the sun to stand still.
Don't go there! Don't go there! Imagine a statement that Abraham and God were playing game. That Abraham knew that Isaac would not die. It means your God is a scammer. Your God will pull up a stunt on us that even Jesus knew. They pull up a stunt on us. Yes, your God is doing prank. Abraham, move, fool them. Just bring Isaac. And killing. We'll go. Abraham is playing the role. Isaac is playing the role. Then they go and they come and make us to be killing ourselves. You see, let me say this in front of the camera. Even Jesus could fail because what was important was the Christ. So if the man Jesus failed, Christ would have come in another skin. In fact, that man's story would never have been told in the Bible. If that boy Jesus went about impregnating girls, we would never have known he even existed. We will only know the Christ who came. You think this story stayed 4,000 years like that because Jesus could not have come? Maybe there were many who failed. Jesus had to meticulously live his life in order. That is why they named Jesus. They named him. It's not the same name Jesus he resurrected with. Power was only given when the assignment was done. Paul says, I run with care so that I should not end and be cast off. Soon they tell us Paul too acted drama. Come on. Overly statements are just too wrong. They are wrong. Let me explain something to you. My boys, come. I'm a geologist. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, what causes the earth to rotate? Science, I put myself to you, rebuke me if I'm wrong. There are many postulations as to the rotation of the earth. Point number one. During the creation, the Big Bang, right? There was internal explosions of gases in the earth. These gases exploded towards a tangent. They call it a disk, right? A disk. So that initial force caused the earth to start a rotational movement towards a direction. Now, Newton has a law. It's called the law of inertia. It states a body will constantly stay at rest or move at the same speed in the same direction unless acted upon by an external force. So, by the law of inertia, the earth rotates constantly towards the same side the initial force was created. But there are forces acting upon the earth. Let me show you. This is the sun. The earth has an axis inclined at 22.5 degrees. So the earth is not standing straight, it is tilted. Reason for which sometimes there are longer days and longer nights. I will not talk about that, right? It is rotating around its axis and at the same time rotating around the sun. So this is how the earth goes. Okay. Why can the earth not take a tangent of the sun and rotate into the bush? There are centrifugal forces and forces that causes the earth to be attracted to the sun. So it rotates around the same radius round the sun. Am I talking to you now? Okay. The moon on the other side has rotation around the earth and has forces towards the earth. Scientifically, right? The side of the moon which the earth sees is the only side it has ever seen. There is something called the rotational principle. It means the moon is locked on the earth. It is rotating and revolving at the same speed. So before it turns round, it has gone round. So the moon does not rotate like the earth. The moon rather rotates like this. So this side, which is seen by the earth, is the only side seen. Wait now. There are other forces due to the photons that leaves the sun. It causes bombardments in tectonic plates. That's geological. That causes the earth to shift with magnetic results. Let me explain. A man will stand and say, no, it's not the sun that stood still. It is the earth. Just to dispute patriarch. Just to dispute the word of God. But let me explain what happened. If the earth stands still, because the earth rotates as a dynamo to create magnetic field that opposes the harsh photons from the sun. If it stands still and nothing happens to the sun, the earth will collapse because the sun will keep releasing photons, but the magnetic field in the earth would have collapsed. So the earth will collapse. So Joshua, being a technician, knows that for me to command the earth to stand still, what I really need to command is the sun. And wait, the word used there as stand still is dohan. What does dohan mean? It does not necessarily mean stop. It means cease your activity. Because the earth is about to cease its activity, you to cease. The earth magnetic field will be disrupted for some hours. You stop releasing photons that will cause it to collapse. So it was not wrong to command the sun. By the way, the sun is not static. It rotates every 23 days on an axis inclined at a degree of 7. Meaning that if the earth stood still and the sun kept moving, the earth would have lost alignment with the sun when it started moving. So that miracle was a complete touch of the moon, of the sun, of the earth, and every other planet. What are you arguing God for? They say the sun stood still. It was the earth. What mechanism? Look at me now. Hold this. If I want this towel to go down, do I command the towel or I command the man? Exousia, drop the towel. Drop it. What goes down? But what did I command? So instead of telling me it's the towel that moved and then try to make me look foolish for talking to Exousia, now you no get sense. Now you no get sense. Give me towel. Listen, the effect of God of one miracle balances, because the angular momentum of the universe must equal 0. If not, we will have displacement in time. One day on earth is 24 hours. One day in Jupiter, if I'm not mistaken, is just 10 hours. Based on their speed of revolution or rotation around their axis. So any displacement on the earth and sun which did not affect the other planets would have caused a discontinuity and a disruption in both angular.
You're teaching good.
Listen, I'm writing a book, The Science of God's Miracles. Study that book. Let people not just stand and begin to say one statement that tries to set off the church. You can't set off the church.